Hello everybody, welcome to the Uzzi Sports Show. I'm Jared Vhockey, and the New York Catholic High School Football League just about to get underway, and that calls for me to have some preseason awards, so let's get right into it. At the quarterback position, there's only two guys returning. It's Joey Carino and Noah Bodden, both for their respective teams, but there's going to be some other talent around the league. Expect Robbie McGee of St. Anthony's to have an excellent year, as well as Darius Wilson of Iona Prep. But my preseason quarterback of the year for the AAA division has got to be Joey Carino of Archbishop Stepinac. Leading the Crusaders to a state championship, he had 27 touchdowns, over 2,000 yards in the air. Those numbers could increase in a Stepinac offense that looks to reload. They're ranked top 3 in the state coming into the year. Carino can do it in the air, he can do it with his legs. He had a bunch of Division I offers before committing to Albany to play some quarterback. So Carino, my preseason quarterback of the year. We shift to the running back position. There's always talent at this position in this league, and this year, it's pretty unique. Tyreek Murphy of Christ the King had, I believe, 30 Division I offers, something like that, before committing to Purdue. He's one of the most talented running backs in the country, but he's in an offense at Christ the King that some people think could boom, some people think could bust because how the offensive line has been the past few years. So Tyreek Murphy, a boom or bust player, even though he is committed to Purdue. A lot of good other running backs, but my preseason running back of the year has to be the junior Frankie McFadden over at Iona Prep. He had an amazing sophomore year, running for over 800 yards. The kid's extremely talented. The yard after contact rate on Frankie McFadden has got to be one of the best in all of New York football. He can make people miss, but he bounces off of tackles so well. He's only gotten bigger, faster, stronger in the offseason. Expect McFadden to thrive in explosive Gales offense this upcoming season. Other running backs, though, Makai Green at Stepinac, Mario Escobar at St. Anthony's. Those backs, I will not be surprised if I'm making another video at the end of the year of who's the top running back, if those two might win it. We go to the wide receiver position. A lot of wide receivers actually graduated last season, but there's one that didn't, and his name's Christian Tate. He leads Monsignor Farrell's receiving core, a very talented and deep receiving core, but at 6'3", 180, his route running, his explosiveness, his good hands will put him at the top of this list. Of course, there's some questionable quarterback options at Monsignor Farrell right now. We don't know who the starter is yet, but Tate's ability is just too good to be passed up. He's going to make a lot of plays. He had over 700 yards receiving last year. Expect him to match that number or even actually increase it. A couple other receivers, Alex Williams, he's just going to be a junior at Iona Prep. He was on the varsity squad last year at 6'4". He was unbelievable. He didn't get as many reps because of the upperclassmen playing in front of him, but expect him and Darius Wilson to have a great connection this year. And another receiver is coming back for St. Anthony's, a kid who wasn't mentioned that much all last season, Greg Randall. Randall's speed and hands in that offense led by Campese last year was terrific. Robbie McGee for St. Anthony's is going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but McGee will get the ball out to Randall. Expect number 7 in black to make some plays for the Friars. Now we shift the defensive end of the ball. And the defense in this league has always been pretty good. And we look up front, there's a lot of good D linemen. It seems like Christ the King's entire D line has some Division I offers. It's pretty unbelievable. Cardinal Hayes has some guys, but going back to Christ the King, Zephron Lester looks to be the best defensive lineman coming into this season. He's got all these Ivy League offers. He's got offers from Army, Temple. He's going to be really good standing at 6'1", 280. He's going to definitely cause some trouble up the middle, and he's got some speed to the outside too to stop the run as well. Now, the defensive back position in this league is very, and I mean very talented. The best 2 defensive backs in New York, in my opinion, belong into this league, and they are going to be the 2 co-DBs of the year for my preseason awards. It's Jordan Dunbar of Iona Prep, and it's Nick Alvarado of St. Anthony's. Dunbar at over 6 foot, he's a complete shutdown corner at Iona Prep. He's going to anchor the Gales defense all season long. I believe he had 25 Division I offers coming into this year. Kid's pretty unbelievable. I saw him play last year. He is a true shutdown, but another player is a true shutdown who I just mentioned before is Nick Alvarado. He is undersized. I believe he's only 5'7" or 5'8". That's why he's not getting the same exposure as Dunbar, but certainly a lockdown player who, when he puts the pads on as well, will match his coverage skills that he showed in camp. Alvarado and Dunbar, in my opinion, the 2 best defensive backs in the state, are co-DBs for my preseason of the year pick. Now look at the whole defense as a whole. The Defensive Player of the Year award is never easy to give out, but this year I think it is. Kevin McKenna of Archbishop Stepinac is going to get my preseason Defensive Player of the Year award for the AAA division. McKenna's committed to play football and lacrosse at Utah, the linebacker, just an absolute beast. He's going to play some offense this year as well, but he had over 100 tackles last year. He was the rock of the Archbishop Stepanak defense, really doing everything the Crusaders asked him to do. McKenna, the most talented defensive player in this entire league. Expect him to have another huge season and cause problems for every single offense in this league. But now we go to the final award. It's going to be the MVP award, the most valuable player in this league. It's someone who I actually have not mentioned yet, and it's Jalen Smith of Cardinal Hayes. The kid last year, he did everything. He started off as mainly a wide receiver, but he was torturing defenses. And then Cardinal Hayes decided to use him at running back in the playoffs, and man, did he torture teams. I saw him in the semifinals against St. Anthony's. He really did a lot of damage there, as well in the championship too. What I saw him do to Archbishop Stepanak, running over for 100 yards, he could do it as a receiver, he could do it as a running back. You put the ball in this kid's hands, he is making plays. Jalen Smith, the preseason MVP for the New York Catholic High School Football AAA Division. Everybody, those are my preseason awards. I'm Jared Veluzzi. Thanks for watching.